3. That name can be changed. How do we change it? That's another lesson. But for the sake of progress, I will still demonstrate how we can change that name, because this is where the name appears. By default, we have document 3. Now, before we move to the next method, I want to observe what happens here. I'm done with this first method. I'm going to close this page, this window. How do I close? You go on the top right corner. There's an X there. That's where I'll tap. Now, when I tap on that X, I want to see what follows next. I want to close this document. Oh, so there comes this box with 3 options, but above it, there's a question. Want to save your changes to document? The computer is asking me, you created a document and now you want to leave, you want to go. What happened to this document? Do you want to save it? That's why there's the first option, save. Don't save as a second option, and then cancel. So it's either I cancel, I don't save, or save. If I cancel, what happens? Let's try and see what will follow. If I cancel, oh, nothing happens. I'm back to the same document. Right. Now let's go to the same place again. If I tap save, what happens? Oh, so it is bringing yet another box. This is what we call a save as dialog box. The computer is asking you, you have chosen to save the document. Now, where do you want to save it? It will not ask, it will not just ask where you want to save, but even how do you want to save it? That what type of name do you want to give to this document? And further, file type. File type or say save as file type, where it says save as type, right? Do I want to save it as a Word document, a text, a PDF, or any other format? This is where you have those options. In this case, we have a name there, a name. What is sentence? Now, that name has come from the first line of the document that I was working with. It says, what is sentence? What is a sentence? Let me close and see if that is true. Yes, the first line on number 1 is what is, not a sentence, but what is science? What is science? It says, what is science? When I'm saving, it will pick that name as a possible name for the file. But the default name, as I said, in this case, it is document 1. If I take what is science as the name, then on top there it will change from document 3 to what is science. But I can even bring up my own name for this file. So I'll go there, close, all right, and then tap on save as. So I tap there, save as. Good. So it is suggesting a name for me. What is science? No, I don't want that name. So I'm going to give it another name. I'm going to say, excuse me, I'm going to say this is test for standard 6. Let me call it HR agriculture. And then you come there and save. Now, once that has been saved, it goes because I was about to close, but before I closed, it suggested to me, do you want to save? Do you want to cancel? Or you don't want to save? I said I want to save. But because I was in the process of closing, that's why it has gone. Right. Now I will need it back so that I will demonstrate the third method of creating a Word document. What I will do is I'm going to go to what we call File Explorer. On my keyboard, I'm going to press down Window key. Even before I leave it, then I'll tap on E. So I'm pressing Window. Before I leave it, I'll tap on E to open File Explorer. Now, Soon after pressing Window E, a shortcut for File Explorer, to display my files, I have those files there, but under there, beneath there, I have recent files. The most recent file that I worked with is the test item, this test for agriculture file that I just closed. So I'm going to open it. How do I open it? Just tap on it twice, but faster. You see what will happen. There we are. It has come back. I opened it. So I'm going to use it to demonstrate the third method of creating a file. I'm also using the existing file, a file that has already been created, but now we want to create another file, third method. Now, third method is the same file. I'm just going to save it as. So I'll go to File on the left top corner, tap on File. It will bring some options, Save, Open, New. So I'll go to Save As. Save As. Good. It is on desktop, so I'm saving it on desktop again. Good. It was test for agriculture, but now I want to open to have a different file, a different Word document. So I'm going to say it's not test for agriculture. I want to give it a different name. I'm going to say this is test for standard 8 science, assuming that we have a subject known as science standard 8, and then I'll tap on save. Good. There it is. On top there, the name has changed from test for agriculture as it was previously to test for standard 8 science. So we have created a different document. Now, this third method, what we have done, we have just changed the file name. The first file, it hasn't been lost. It's still there. It has been kept in the computer, but we have used it to create a third file, another file with a different name. So we have this test for standard 8 science as our third file. Now, because the content is the same, the first content was agriculture, but now it is science. What do? You just have to change the content in the file. So I can select all, press Ctrl A, then maybe delete or edit, change. What I'm changing here, I am changing in test for science, not in the area file. That area file is there, so I can put new content in this. I can put my science content in this document. So that's the third method. And save. All right, save. As I save, it won't close because I'm not closing. But if I close, good, it's gone. So that is the third method. The last method I would like us to be familiar with. Let me close this page. I'm not saving it. I'll just no. I'm not saving it here. Oh my God. Okay. Close this pen. Close it. Good. So I'll go on the top right corner. Close it. I'm not saving it. Don't save. It's gone. Let me bring down everything that is here. Let me just do that. Now, the last method of creating a document, you go on the desktop. This is the desktop here. This is what you see here are icons. The icons, graphics that help you to interact with your computer. If you want to tell your computer, I want to browse, you can use the graphic. You can use, I want to do what? To use my scanner, you use the graphic for scanner to open the scanner for me. They help us to interact, to talk to the computer. Otherwise, it would be very hard for us to speak the computer language because we may not know how to talk to the computer. It has its own language. So this is simplified language for us using graphics. right? I want a Word document, I want a PDF document, I want this. So graphics are used to help us talk to the computer, tell the computer what to do. Now, so the last method, go to any empty space on the desktop, like here, then right click, click the right button of your mouse. I'm going to do that. Good. So it brings this box. Then on that box, there is this option here, new. I'll tap on new. It brings yet another box. Then on that box, it has a list of options. What is it new that I want to open? Is it a Microsoft Access? Is it a bitmap image? Is it a text document? No, I'm trying to open a new Word document. So I'm going to tap on the uh, uh, Word document. Now, when I tap on the Word document, I want to observe something that will happen. So I'm tapping there. So you see, it brings us to this new Word document. Now, this new Word document has the icon for the Word document on top, and beneath there, you have a box with a blue highlight. That blue highlight suggests to you that it is now time for you to give this file a name. So what do? You go straight to your keyboard and type a name for the file. Because it's a file's name, I can decide to start with a capital. You can put small letters, capitals, whatever. But in my case, I would rather have my file name start with a capital letter and the small letters. Sometimes all capital letters, but for the sake of this one, I would rather have it with a capital letter first. So this file, I want to call it schemes of work. Schemes of work. So I'll go to S capital letter, good there, and then schemes of work. Once you are done, tap on the enter once. Tapping on the enter once, it means you are accepting the name. You are saving the name for the file. But still, your focus is still on that file that you just created. Here you can see it is surrounded with some faint box. It shows that our focus is still on this file. If I press enter again, I'm going to activate that file. It's going to open. So I'm tapping again on the enter and see what will happen. There, it's coming. It's going to open. It will open. It will open. It will. Let's just give it some time. Good. It has opened. And with a name, because we said I want to call it schemes of work. Oh, who are you? Good. So there we are. Schemes of work. That's our last file, the fourth file we have created. So we have 4 ways of creating. I can type my schemes in that file, put tables whatsoever. So we have looked at 4 ways of creating a Word document on a computer. The first method, from the start menu and choose a blank document. The second method, you use an existing file, Control N, to come up with a new file. The third method, use an existing file. You go to File, Save As. So you save it with a different name. Then the last method is where you use the desktop. Go to a blank space, right click, New, and then choose the Word document because we are working with our Word document. So that marks the end of our first section, where we were looking at how to create a file, that is a Word document file on a computer. Let's try this exercise. Thank you.